Now I've already opened the project that we've been working on. You can continue where we left off from the previous lesson, or you can open this one in its current state from your Part 2 Lesson 3 project folder. Let's take a look at what we've got so far. Now we've created what some people like to call developer art. We've got our user interface, but it's very bare bones, it's very functional, but it doesn't really look great. Let's start looking at some of what Blend has got to actually make this application jump out and do a little bit more than just sit on the screen. First off, we've got this word expression. In this case, it's our keyword. Now we don't want the user to know what the keyword is when the game starts. We want to reveal that in some way that's kind of a bit of a surprise. So let's start work with that one. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to convert this into a visual brush. Now what is a visual brush? A visual brush is one of the 3 tile brushes that Blend recognizes. Those are the image brush, the drawing brush, and the visual brush. The visual brush gives us a live window into some other piece of the object tree. In this case, I just want the word expression, and I want to convert that into a visual brush. Now my label is already way too big, so I'm going to shrink it down to more the size I want it to be, and I'm going to go into the Tools menu and make this a brush resource. I'm going to make it a visual brush, and I'm going to give it a name. This is our keyword brush, so I'm going to name it that. Now I think to make this jump out, I want to use a little bit of 3D. Now I could go ahead and grab a 3D model that's got the shape I want and texture everything appropriately, but I'm going to show you a trick to use 3D quickly and a little more easily here in Blend. I'm going to go to my asset library, and I'm going to grab an image control. Those don't show up by default, so it's easiest to sort. And I'm going to create one on my artboard where I want my text to appear. Now I'm clicking already, and I've got the snap lines. I don't want those, so I'm going to hold down the S key to disable snapping for a few moments. That looks like it should be good enough. Now you can see I've got an image down in my object tree. This is the region on the screen that I want my text to take. I'm going to go back to my tools, and I'm going to make the image 3D. Now watch what happens in the object tree. The image is replaced with a viewport 3D. So through using that one command in the menu bar, I've created a 3D viewport that already has one object inside it. I'm going to expand my viewport, expand the model container, expand the content, scroll down, and find my model. Now my model by default doesn't have anything on it. Well, when I used an empty image to create it, of course it's not going to have anything on it. Let me expand the materials category and then select the material property. And immediately my list of materials that's available to me is displayed. I want to texture the front of my model, so I'm going to go to my brush resources and select my keyword brush. Now, the word expression that has a visual brush made out of it is stretched to fill up the entire front panel of my element.